Morning all of you, and today we are actually discussing the revision portion only that we discussed in today's regular class. Okay, and yesterday we were discussed two blocks, and now we can discuss the ninth and the 10th block. And in the ninth and the 10th block, when we consider about ninth block communicable disease, you have to consider what is pathogens and what are the different types of microorganisms. That is very important. And what are the different kinds of microorganisms: fungi, bacteria, and virus. These all are, sometimes it will be useful and sometimes it will harmful for us, and the disease causing microorganism is termed as pathogens. And when it is useful to turn milk into curd, that time it is useful for us. Then there are two types of diseases: communicable and non-communicable diseases. That definitions and examples are very important. And in your textbook you can see how to spread the communicable disease. Mainly it is spread through water, air, by direct contact, by eating infected food, and at the same time we can write what vectors. Vectors means that which all the animals spread a disease. For example, we know that mosquitoes spread malaria. Okay, so mosquito is the vector. Okay, and rats spread plague. Then we can say the rat is a vector. Okay, so in each and every case, airborne diseases or a disease spread through air is termed as airborne disease, and its example also given in your textbook, page number 3. Everyone should watch it. Learn the examples of all kinds of diseases like waterborne, airborne, and by vectors and all. Then in your textbook, here it is asking what is epidemic, and why what is epidemic, or dengue is considered as an epidemic. That is because of at the same time that this is spread to too many people. That's why it is an epidemic. And prevention of communicable disease, you can choose any 2 or 3 prevention. And why we need to take vaccination. Vaccination is a small dose of germs, and it helps or it increases the immunity to fight against that particular disease. Okay, so that why we need to give vaccination, that also very important, so that you have to learn. And our next block means diet and health. Okay, in diet and health, mainly why we need to eat food: to get energy for doing various activities. And malnutrition and obesity are very important. Malnutrition means that a person's diet for a long period of time there is no carbohydrate and proteins, it may lead to malnutrition, and its symptoms are underweight, and they might get disease easily. So these are the symptoms. And they will be very thin and lean. Okay, they are very weak. These are. Obesity is actually opposite. When a person eat or intake excess of fatty and protein rich food, might causes obesity. And this obesity, mainly that fat is deposited in the stomach. So when we look at a person, first we can see their stomach, that much coming out. Okay, so that only means what? That only means what? Obesity. And its health hazards means it sometimes cause diabetes, it may lead to heart attack and all. So that's all about malnutrition and obesity. Then what is deficiency disease? You should learn how to define deficiency disease. The disease which is spread to not spread, the disease caused by the lack of certain nutrients in our diet will lead to deficiency disease. In your textbook, page number 9, this table is very important. You should learn deficiency disease and nutrient. If we consider kwashiorkor, it is caused due to lack of proteins. Okay, don't write because of protein, you have to write lack of protein. Okay, because of protein, if you are writing, there is a because of eating protein rich food a person gets kwashiorkor. So you should specify the lack of proteins or small amount of protein in diet. So each and every disease you have to learn, any 1 or 2 diseases may come. Then what is diet chart? Diet chart means that it's a chart will tells, or diet chart tells what all the food we need to eat and how much we can eat. So that diet chart will give an idea. And who is dietitian and who prepared diet chart? It is prepared by the dietitian that we can see in the hospital, and they are expert for making this diet chart according to the age, work, and problem of a patient. They can easily make. And this diet plan will be different for gender, according to gender, age and work. Working means a type of work. It may differs. Then food across India, that also you just read and understand. Okay, so that's all about our two blocks, and I will tell the pattern of your question paper. There will be MCQ type question. 10 questions will be there. Then in this 10 question, at the same time you can see the fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks for fill in the blanks. 5 marks questions will be there. Means each correct answer carries 1 marks. Okay. Then match the following will be there. Okay, match the following will be there, and at the same time we can consider true or false. True or false type questions will be there, and question answers. Okay, and at the same time diagrams also will be there. Okay, what are the diagram you need to learn? That means brain diagram, it's important, nerve cells. Okay, these two diagrams you learn, any one will come. And in the case of diagrams, means our brain, you should know how to mark cerebrum, cerebellum, and labeling also you need to learn, brainstem. Question answers will be 2 marks will be there, 3 marks will be there, 1 marks also there. Okay, so question answers will be there, true and false. And at the same time, you all are aware about, you have to write the answers in your question paper itself. Okay, you can take printout, or you can write the answer in a paper, no problem. Monday you have the test. So there I place some space for writing the answers, and some of the question there is only blank space, which means that some question will comes like that, differentiate between communicable and non-communicable diseases. So what you need to do, if there is no lines in that question followed by the question, you have to draw the table like this. Okay, here you have to write communicable disease. Okay, here non-communicable. Then definition of communicable, definition of non-communicable, examples. These all the things you need to write. Okay, so if any of the question, if it is asking differentiate between, if the question is telling to difference two concepts, so that time you have to draw the table. Did you get the idea? If you have any doubts, you can contact me personally. So this way only you, and when you draw the diagram, use only pencil, don't use pen. While labeling time, you can use pen or pencil as your wish, but drawing the picture or diagram, use only pencil. And for differentiate between any two concepts, draw a table, then write its definition first, then examples. Okay, so that's all about these all the things that we discussed in today's class. Okay, so after watching this video, if you have any kinds of doubts and all, you can ask to me. Okay, when you watch this video, kindly take your textbook near with you. Okay, and in exam, like for book, also some questions will be there, practice questions also you need to learn. Okay, so that's all about today's class. Thank you.